Hey guys, Black Skies here, and today what we're going to talk about is games. Yes, that's right, I said games. Give me just a sec, I gotta unplug something. But today we're going to talk about games. Yes, that's right, if you are hearing impaired, we are going to talk about games. The things that you play to pass the time. Now, what I want to talk about game wise is Xbox 360, PlayStation 4, Game Boy, and PlayStation 1. Oh, I just the whole entire PlayStation series, a few games from Xbox, and Game Boy. And basically Nintendo. Let's start off with the PlayStation. Oh, big shout out to these people that support games. They love doing games and everything like that. Like I said, big shout out to these people. I got friends, not really friends, but still up north in PA. There's a game. There's a place called Press Start Games. Look it up online. I highly recommend them if you want old games for, say, your Xbox, your PlayStation 1, old PC games. Uh, they have everything, even the new stuff. You know, they have PlayStation 4 games. They have Xbox One games. Their selection is not very vast, but they do have stuff. Now, GameStop, I have some friends around. Sorry, I just had something, and but to continue, like I said, I have GameStop right by me in Hampstead. There's a place called GameStops in Hampstead. It's if you know what I'm talking about, it's right next to the Walmart. If you don't know, there's a place. It's called Greenmount, and it's a GameStop, and they're very friendly there. I know two people. Well, I know three. I know two guys and a girl that work there. There's the two guys' names are Zach and John, and they're very friendly. If you need anything, go to Zach or John. They know their stuff. They know what's going to be coming out. They're very helpful. If you have any questions, you know they're there. But now that we got the shout outs out of the way, let's get into the games. I actually want to start off with Game Boy games because that's what I went to go buy. And like the shout out to Press Start Games, they helped me out with all my Game Boy needs. They don't have everything, like I said, but you know, Game Boy games and everything like that, they do have. My GameStops don't hold them anymore because they're too old. They have Game Boy Color games, they have Game Boy Advance games, they have DS games, they have everything new and old. They even have old, you know, Atari systems, NES. They have everything old and new. But there's, you know, their stock's not very, you know, vast because, you know, they're not GameStop, but they do have stuff. So you know, to anybody that lives in PA or have, you know, a friend that doesn't know about it, you know, and you're watching these videos, tell them to go there if they have old games. Like, you know, they have an original Xbox console like I used to have. I had 50 games for my Xbox. But back to the Game Boy. I went to go get some Game Boy games. I went to go get Pokemon, but ever since Pokemon Go came out, since Niantic released that, they've just been flying off the shelves everywhere. So I gotta figure out when I can go get one. But yeah. Um, to continue, I wanted to go get Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. I'm not too you know, thrilled about getting, you know, Fire Red or, you know, Leaf Green. I don't want those, but yeah, to continue, I got a Pokemon. I got a Game Boy Advance SP. You know, the one that flips up and everything like that. And, it can fit in your back pocket. And it takes up your whole back pocket, but it fits there. But I have that. And I ended up getting a game uh, by Naruto, the Funimation stuff. I ended up getting Namco's Museum of Games because I absolutely loved Galactica, original Pac-Man, and all that. Um, what else did I get? I got Hasbro's. You know how Game Boy created those game packs. They had a whole bunch of games on one cartridge. Well, yeah, I got one of those. It had Yahtzee, Payday, and Life on it, and I got those today. Even though I did want a Pokemon, and I didn't get a Pokemon game, so I ended up getting those three. And to tell you how old their stock is, they had an Xbox 360 game, and you would not believe this. It was Far Cry 2. Yeah, when's the last time you see a Far Cry 2 in anywhere? That's how they have old stock, and I love it. And I go there sometimes if I need a game or something like that, and I don't have it around me. Oh, if you're watching this video, another store I need is a knife store. Because all my knives that I've got right now, most of them are from Walmart. And I can't stand Walmart's knife selection. I don't have nothing against Walmart. They, sometimes have good stuff, but not really. I want fixed blades. I don't mind pocket knives, but I'm a fixed blade kind of man. And so to get back on track with games, the Xbox 360 stuff. I still have my Xbox 360. I've had it, what, 10 years plus, and she's been good to me. The games I mostly play on there are Forza Motorsports 4 and also Skyrim. That's Elder Scrolls 5. Um, and also another game that you probably haven't seen in a while that they have on their shelves was Forza Motorsports 3. Yes, that's right. They had Forza Motorsports 3 on there. And it's a really lovely place. It's welled out. It's a very, uh, it's a very lovely, laid out place. Sorry for the dog barking. The dog needs to just shut up. But to continue, I've played games on the Xbox 360. I've had loads of games, but I've only liked playing Forza Motorsports 4 and Skyrim. That's the only two games I love playing. And, it's wonderful for me just to go in to Forza Motorsports 4, test drive, and just have, a grand, old time. I've spent more time test driving cars than actually, going out on the racetrack and doing races. That's how much I love test driving because, it's just me, the car, tank full of gas, and just, me shifting gears and running as fast as I can or driving as slow as I want. It's not a race. And, I just love doing that kind of stuff. And Skyrim has definitely, been a game of mine. I love, I've had it for years. And what I bought it back. I didn't buy it on 11/11/11, but when did I buy it? I bought it about maybe. Well, I had it for the PC originally until I started switching over to console and everything like that. So I bought it for the PC back in 2012, 2013. It was like a few years after it came out. It wasn't a few, but it was like two. It was like 1 or 2 years after it came out, and then I got it for the console like in 2014. so 3 years after it came out, and I've been playing it forever. And just to have a shout out for Skyrim gamers and everything like that, free Skyrim, yeah, that's right. I'm with the Stormcloaks. Fuck y'all Imperials. I can't. I was an Imperial man back then, but then I realized it's like the Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout and everything like that. They're just, for one, they wanted to chop your head off because you were crossing the border and they thought you were a Stormcloak, and also, they were working with the elves, and I don't like that. The elves, not all of them, but some of them can be really, shit. But now to PlayStation. I've had and played on every single PlayStation from 1 to 4. And I haven't had the 2 and 3, but I've played on them. And my favorite games I've played on my one was Final Fantasy, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, and a few other games that I can't remember. And then the PlayStation 2, of course, there were the Grand Theft Autos. And then PlayStation 3, I didn't really play on, the PlayStation 3 because I had the Xbox 360. But the PlayStation 4, my most favorite games were, I had a whole bunch of them. I had, my most favorite games were, one of my favorite animes, I Don't Talk About. I played that a lot. Fallout 4, I played absolutely all day long. I love that game. And then there was Far Cry 4. I absolutely love that game. There was Borderlands 2. And, it was the Handsome Jack collection. I love that. That was great, buy. It was $60, but it was sort of, actually, no, it was well worth it. It came with all the DLCs. It didn't do that on the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3. But if you buy the Handsome Jack collection from anywhere that sells it, it has all the DLCs on it. And it was amazing to see that. It was like, holy cow, I don't have to, buy anything. I don't have to spend any money. I can just, play. And then, I've played a lot. If I had to say how many, things how many hours I've played, I couldn't tell you how many hours I've played, but I could tell you how many years I've played. I've been playing since I was 2 years old, which makes that 16 years. 16 years I've been playing. I'm retired now. I still, pick up the controller once in a while, but I don't really do that anymore. I don't play every single day, constantly. But, I've been doing other things. But games have, always been in my blood. I've been playing, racing games. My favorite games overall are fantasy games. You know how Skyrim is? Well, I like my first person, type, sword fighting, just like Skyrim. That's what, it's a role playing, I don't really, care for MMOs. I can stand MMOs, but, I don't really like, massive multiplayer online games. They're not really me. But I definitely do like a sword fighting RPG. I don't really like magic or, bows or anything like that. I definitely do like, dual wielding swords because, why not? But I like racing games and I like, games that are like Skyrim. If that makes sense to you. But yeah, this is going to be the end of the video. Please, comment on your favorite games, what you like to play. And this is going to be Black Skies, make America great because, it's bad enough. We don't need it any worse, Do something in your community, make it a little bit better. I'm going to be getting out of here. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.